going.
Can I borrow 20, sis?
Find your way onto the property ladder with a Barclays Family Springboard Mortgage.
Made it.
Barclays. Make money work for you.
I was out and about shopping, about to get an escalator, and somebody just grabbed my chair, about to push me, and I was a bit thrown off. I was like, what's going on? I turned around and the person looked a bit puzzled, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. And the reality is, all you should have did is just ask, yes, and if I wanted your help, I probably would have said yeah or no. Basically, the reality is, with people doing stuff like that, what I always say, like, just ask if I need help. Yeah, I might need you to hold on or give me a push, but that's the whole point. You should ask.
I'm only allowed in the Thursday version, the eXtreme. So this is the top end, and Craggy goes in a 127.2 into second there in the Ferrari. We are with Leon's Haas. Red Bull moves nicely out the way there. Here comes Leon up towards the line, and it's going to be quite good this. It's a 127.5, and that puts him in 4th. TMK has done a 130.2. Jack still yet to set a lap. Here he is. He was very quick on Monday. Fell foul of penalties. So it's because of the game being its usual crazy self. And then in the steward's room, and Jack goes a 128.3, and that takes P9 at the moment, and splits Smug and Swanton there. The two Alpines, Smug and Syme, 10th and 11th at the moment. Syme slightly down on his time through sector 1. So let's go and see Jaden, as he is 3/10 up through sector 2, and he's lost it and he's hit the wall. So that's going to ruin that attempt. Just a little bit too much carb on that occasion. Leon has invalidated this attempt. UJ 127.6 puts him up to 5th. And he's invalidated his next lap. Good evening, Baker, in the chat. I was just saying too crazy, but hopefully I'll be done here in time to get in your stream. I won't be streaming myself later on as my league is finished, so hopefully I'll be jumping in yours. Do go and see kick.com/BakerPlays with a Z for more F1 content and Fortnite as well, and quite a few other things at the moment for Halloween. AM's now in the lobby and on his outlap. And they've fixed the sound in the DRL now. Thanks to Miller Vanilla and Sloth in the chat, and Jack Mason just telling us about the sound issues. They are now sorted. Cheers, Baker. I'm hoping to be in for the first race, but if I miss it, I miss it. I like Hungary anyway, so I'll be going for that. And now AM's going to start his hot lap. He was up there in week 1 on a Monday. Oh, and he's hit the wall there, and that's going to ruin his attempt. So let's see Jens. Let's see where Jens is. We do, definitely. We're on the lookout for a commentator for our Monday Night League. 10 PM UK, and you'll be welcome to stream on your own channel and get all the views you want. You'll get from us on that, either Twitch, YouTube, Facebook or Kick. We don't mind. We'd just love to be able to have a watch back with a commentary overview. So anyone who's interested in commentating for our league on a Monday night at 10 PM UK, please do let us know in a chat or a private message to either myself or Baker. And Brad Mason goes fastest. The Aston Martin, a 127.1, and onto provisional pole. We have 4 minutes left. Kevin's half a second up. Oh no, that's an improvement from Kevin, because he's in sector 1. That was the last lap from him. That's a 127.5 and up to 5th. So the top 9 now all in the 127s. Smug slightly down on his time and he's going to box. Keep telling you, Stacey, get in the social lobbies, because they're the best way to practice, and it doesn't really matter if you crash into anyone. Although if you crash into me, I will cry. Barcovers on sector 1 then. All the advertising for a commentator, of course, I forgot to mention. We've also got 4 vacant seats. If any drivers under 80 AI level would like to join in with us. We have 4 spare seats and we go to Silverstone this Monday night. Drop us a message, either myself or Baker. We'll get you in the Discord and we'll get you in the races. Nice to have a full grid today. Some reserves filling in. As Barcovers does a 129.1 and goes 14th. PMK is out on track but has invalidated. You saw him a bit off track there. AM is going to be on his way out. Oh, a lot of cars on the way out. They've all timed this to the last couple of minutes. And now they're all going to have to create gaps. You see both Red Bulls. Not sure who's going to take the lead out of here. Let's go to Jack, who hopefully will not find this traffic, as he is just into sector 1. Kevin has retired. I don't know if he's retired on track or he's in the pit lane. I believe he's in the pit lane. So, a little nudge on the wall for Jack there, and now he's on the curb, and that is going to be his lot, I think. Let's see the clock. 125 left, he can maybe get round for another go. And who are on hot laps? Swanton isn't, he's going to have another go. I only love that sector when I do it right. It usually ends up with a broken wing or a penalty for me. Here is Swanton. Currently P12. A lot of people just getting their outlaps done. Penalties, penalties, penalties indeed. Canada was a penalty fest. Swanton is abandoning this attempt, and is that his lot? Or is he just finishing this and going for one last go? We shall see. 20 seconds, he should make it. Jack should also make it just behind his teammate. There might be some tightness here though, with people getting over the line and then getting the lap done. Might be some impeding going on because everybody has left it a bit late. I think Jens, the checker flag is out. It's not Jens, it's the other Williams, which is Ninja. He's going to be the next one over the line, but he has invalidated. Ronnie's out, so we've got Leon then coming up to the last corner, and he is improving. And he's improving by enough that he could take pole here. Round the last corner he comes. Leon then up towards the line. 1:26.7 and provisional pole. Provisional pole for Leon, but will he hold it? Here's the Bunny. 1:27.3 for Bunny. More cars coming across the line. There's Jaden, who's dropped to 4th. Jaden back onto pole, 1:26.6, but where's Brad? Brad is down on his time, he's not going to do it. $1:27.1 for Brad, 4th place. UJ pitting. Jack Mason's had a stinker, he's invalidated again, and he's going to be 13th. And TMK's well down as well. So your pole position goes to Jaden in the Red Bull. Consistency, the key, Baker. Absolutely. The reason we're the top 2 in the championship on Mondays is because we're there every race and we finish every race. Don't always have to win them. Not one DNF between us. One DNS where you had a problem with getting the game updated. Cheers mate, appreciate it. Probably a better commentator than a driver. Yeah, I was going to say you had a DNS, not a DNF, because of the game update. But other than that, yep, finished every race so far. Fair of us. So consistency is the key. Jaden then takes pole for Red Bull. A great attempt from Leon right at the end. Thought he had it. In fact, Craggy took the front row off him. Craggy second for Ferrari. Leon in third for Haas. Brad Mason fourth, Aston Martin. Then Jens in the Williams. Bunny's Vengeance in the Mercedes. Kevin's AlphaTauri. UJ's Alfa Romeo. 8 different constructors in the first 8. Then it's Smug and the Alpines, followed by Joker. Jack Mason 13, Senna in 14. Then TMK AM, who got a grid penalty, by the looks of it. And we'll start at the back. Bar Cobras, Ronnie, Ninjas and Dangerous Dave round off the grid. Dangerous Dave had a quali ban from last week. 31 comments in the chat. That must be a new Blobby record. Do appreciate that, folks. Craggy advises the game noise needs turning down a little bit. That's on the other stream, the DRL stream, where you should be seeing some championship standings, which I am going to talk about now. If I can find it. Thursday night Extreme Championship. So last week's winner was Jacob. He's not here today. The Pro-Am winner was Smug. TMK second and Swanton third. It was week 1 last week. Leon was second. He is a reserve as well. And he's in the Haas today. Matt Brown was third. He's not here either. And neither is Ben Lane, I don't believe. So that's rather interesting. So a few changes to the lineup this week with reserves. On the formation lap, I will take you through all the tyre choices. This little break is just to get everyone their strategies and fuel, etc. And then once we go on the formation lap, we'll take you through the order and also the tyre choices for the race, which is a 50% race distance, as always. Pretty much the standard for league racing. Not many leagues doing full 100% marathons. And hopefully all the viewers don't leave during this slightly dead period, because last Monday's race was a thriller. Plenty of action. And hopefully we see more of the same, though maybe without the safety car nonsense or people battling for the lead ending up in the wall, but we shall see. Give us your predictions in the chat. Who's going to win? Who's your pick for the Pro-Ams? If you're unfamiliar with DRS, 2 championships on each night. Each car has a Pro and a Pro-Am. 2 separate championships. Combined Constructors' Championship. It's week 2, so the leader of the championship. Legend Raven in the chat says Boa is his prediction. The Pro-Am leader is Smug Git from TMK and Swanton. That was last week's podium at Bahrain. And the Drivers' Championship in the Pro, Jacob was the winner. He's not here today. Followed by Leon and Matt Brown, who's also not here. So Leon, he's in a Haas and is qualified 3rd. Here we go on the formation lap. So as you can see, Jacob not in today, and Leon's jumped the start on the formation lap. I have never seen that before. And it's a drive-through for Leon on the formation lap. Never seen that before. Here we go then, Jaden. It's a difference of opinion. On the front row, Jaden on hards, Craggy on mediums. Then Leon on hards, but now has the drive-through. Brad Mason on mediums. And then row 3 are both on softs. Jens and Bunny's Vengeance. Bunny absolutely renowned in this league for crazy strategies and excellent tyre management. The Bunny always one to watch in this league, the Irishman. Kevin in 7th place is on mediums, as is everyone back to 16th. That's UJ and Smug and Simon Swanton, Joker, Jack Mason, Senna, TMK and Boa Cobras. Ronnie in the Haas is on softs in 17th from Ninjas in 18th. Dangerous Dave starts on the softs and AM is playing the long game. The bookending Red Bulls both on hards. AM in 20th. So Jaden leads them round. Stacey says Simon, Smug and Bunny are her picks. Simon, Smug 9 and 10 at the moment. But of course Smug is in the Pro-Am rather than the Pro Championship. So let's see who else is ahead of him. Kevin looks to be the front runner in the Pro-Am today. He's 7th from Smug in 9th and Swanton in 11th. I'll do my best to keep an eye on that while the race goes. It's going to give me this awful from behind view again, isn't it? And there's nothing I can really do about it except go on board with Craggy. We'll go on board with Craggy on the front row for the start, and then we'll jump back to TV view once it gives us something a little bit better. And in fact, Leon the game's glitched, and I think it might be a restart here, because Leon we've had the same glitch that we had, Baker, on Monday a couple of weeks ago, where the game hasn't given Leon a formation lap. I'm going to check the Discord, but I think this might be a lobby restart. This might be a restart, folks. So Leon's now going round. Whether he'll be able to go into the pits and start from the pit lane, I'm not sure. But the glitch is here, so it might be a restart. I am asking. And in fact, these, I don't know what's happened. So bear with me, folks. I've got no control now as well. It's going to have to be a restart, I think. I think it's going to be a restart, folks. Leon's now retired from the session, but that is not going to help. Wonderful. If you're watching EA Sports, your game is broken. I repeat, your game is broken. It is a lobby restart. So I'm going to leave the session and wait for an invite back in. If you're on the DRL channel, you'll probably see the promotional thing come up while we wait. If you're on my channel, you're just going to have to see the loading screen, I'm afraid. And we'll get you back for the race very shortly indeed. Hopefully this doesn't kill the good vibe that we've got in the chat this evening, because the comments are coming in thick and fast, and usually I'm here talking to myself. So I do appreciate all the comments. Sloth said he might have Craggy for P1. Is that an old invite? Let's see. Here we go, we are in, so we can spectate. And they'll just have to sort the settings out because it's obviously not a 5-lapper at Bahrain. And they'll have to manually do the grid. Got it on full quali at the moment, but it won't be full quali, it'll be no quali. There we go. 25-lap race. I would suggest turning the formation lap off. But I'll just check in the and some people were still in the lobby and apparently having fights, which is amusing. But hopefully everyone will get in quickly and we can get on. Because otherwise I'm going to miss that little trip to Silverstone for our warm-up race, the first one on socials. So I'm just going to leave you very briefly to go and get some water from the fridge. So I will wait for everyone to get in. If you don't mind, Baker, obviously I'm not going to try and hold up your stream or disrupt anything. But we've got 25 laps to get around here and then I'll be straight on. So if you want to go without me, that's fine. And I'll jump in as soon as I can. If you're happy starting at 10, then even better. I get a little breather after the race, as I usually need it commentating on these leagues where it's action-packed as ever. Right, gonna run and get some water because these are getting in the lobby very quickly now. Yeah, I like the Vimto juice actually, in a non-fizzy. There you go, folks, we've missed nothing. Still a couple of drivers to get in. Quick run upstairs and back for some liquid refreshment. Those who know me personally will know that I'm not built for stairs, as you can see by Stacey taking the piss out of me in the comments. Who are we waiting to get in? Let's see, 20 of 22 apparently, which means we should be ready to go. No, we've not got Jaden yet, the pole sitter, and we've not got the second Ferrari. That's smug, isn't it? Ah, we have them, they're just not picked cars. Pick cars, folks. We do apologise for the delay here. Just awaiting people getting in. Apparently now there's another glitch going on where people's wheels aren't working and they can't select their cars. So I'm not sure what is going on there. But yes, do give us a follow if you're watching for the first time. You can now subscribe. We're our affiliate on Twitch. And while you're here as well, go and follow my man Baker. Kick.com/BakerPlays with a Z for more F1 and some Fortnite and Halloween games thrown in. If anyone from EA is watching, your game is broken. I repeat, your game is broken. And we've lost Jaden. Smug's not in his car yet. He is now. I think we need to wait for Jaden to restart. It's much easier to commentate on a race than it is on a lobby screen. I'm absolutely struggling to keep this one going at the moment. But there you go. The weather seems to be changed to sunshine. I think Baker was enjoying the fact that you were taking the piss out of me, Stace. We just await Jaden getting in and getting in his car. There we go. We should be good to go. We will wait for Smug to ready up first, I believe. The weather is always good in Saudi Arabia anyway. It's the rarest occasion for a wet race. Though in custom lobbies you can do that if you want. Just like any of the circuits. You can do wet races in the settings on any of the tracks. We have ours in our Monday League on dynamic and random and approximate forecasting, so we never quite know. So we shall see. Baker hoping for a wet Silverstone. Might be a bit of a leveller. I'm not sure, really. Not my favourite track. Seems to be a track that I don't like, but everybody else in the world does. So not looking too optimistic about my chances around there. But then I did say that about some other races this season already, like Baku and Canada, and had some decent finishes. So Spain was the one, missing out to Noodles by about a second on the win. Couldn't complain as it was a Red Bull 1-2, but I think that was my chance of a victory. If not, then Hungary, perhaps. Do like a bit of Hungary, and I know Baker doesn't, so that might be a chance to make up some ground. We have the countdown to the race then, and we're going to have that pause after loading in, of course, because now the drivers need to redo their setups as well as fuel and strategies. I'm just going to put that in the chat. Just going to give them a reminder. Yep, I saw that we got Budapest tonight. I'm looking forward to that one actually. Quite like that. Quite like it there. Swanton in the chat, subscribed with Prime to the DRL channel for the 5th month. And Sime has gifted a sub to Jack Mason. We've got some... I can confirm that I'm getting paid overtime at my usual rate of 0.00. Joker wants us to join his OnlyFans. If you're in my chat and unaware what I'm talking about, this is also being cross-streamed on the DRL UK channel, and I'm reading the chat in both. So that's why, if you're unsure who I'm talking to, it's 2 different streams, the same content. And we're looking forward to this race once everything is sorted. No more glitches, please, and we will get underway. On the Blobby and Bakers League, the formation lap will remain off because of that glitch. We're going for another formation lap here, so hopefully this time it behaves itself. Has anyone changed the idea of their tyres? Yes, they have indeed. We have some different tyre choices. Still, first and last, the Red Bulls are on the hard tyres, but they are now the only ones. Craggy on mediums in second. Leon in third in the Haas is on mediums as well. Brad this time is on softs in the Aston Martin. The third row, Jens and Bunny, are still on softs. Then 7th to 16th are still all on mediums. That's Kevin and UJ and Smug and Simon Swanton. Joker, Jack Mason, Senna, TMK and Bar Cobras. Then it's Ronnie in the Haas on softs. Ninja on mediums, Dangerous Dave on the softs, and as I said, AM at the back is on the hards. Nobody got a drive through off the start of the formation lap this time, so I'm hoping the glitch has gone away. Race strategies, 1 stoppers, soft to medium or medium to hard apparently, but we shall see. No chance of any rain, I would assume, with it being in the driest part of the world. But we shall see. The back 2 are really far behind here on the formation lap. Everyone else coming in quite closely, which is always a bit concerning. Not so much as damage doesn't apply on the formation lap, but under safety car when they're that close together, it's usually an accident waiting to happen. Up to 48 comments now in the chat on my end, so that's probably a record. Going to give me this awful view again, so I'll go on board with Craggy as we watch the drag race down into turn 1. Craggy has the inside. TMK disqualified for parking there. as his Boa Cobras. And I am. Yep, it's going to give me this terrible view, so I'm going to go to Craggy on board. 5 lights out, and away we go. There we go, we're up to 50 comments. Thank you very much, Baker. And Craggy goes into the lead, and Brad Mason's out of the race. Brad Mason's out of the race in the first corner. Pieces of car absolutely everywhere. Ronnie has picked up a penalty, and the safety car is coming out. So I didn't actually see it because the game decided to give me an awful view. The safety car is currently behind everyone, so we'll wait for everyone to come round. Craggy took the lead into turn 1 as we saw. Baker's prediction for the win, of course. Jaden now in second from Leon and Jens. But Brad Mason out of the race on the first corner in the Aston Martin. Not quite sure what happened there. I'm sure we'll see it in the steward's room later on the Discord. Kevin is up to 5th, ahead of Bunny's Vengeance. Then it's you, Jake. Syme ahead of Smug. Jack Mason up to 10th. Joker 11th. Swanton is 12th. We've got some glitching as Brad leaves the session. Cobras is 13th. Ahead of Senna 14. Ronnie in 15, but got a 5-second penalty for a collision. Not sure if anyone at the back got damage as well. We will see as they come round towards the pit lane, of course. TMK is in 16th. Dangerous Dave is 17th. Ninjas is 18th, and AM is your last remaining runner in 19th. So we literally made it as far as the first corner. Bunny's Vengeance is pitting. UJ and Smug are also pitting. And Ronnie also. So Ronnie must have picked up damage, I think. Dangerous Dave and AM also in the pits. As well, they might as well. And AM picks up a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So Craggy now leads them round with the safety car. Then it's Jaden and Leon. Please ignore the timing glitch that we have with Jaden and Leon at the moment. They are obviously, as you can see, right behind the leader. Then it's Jens, Kevin, Syme up to 6th. Jack Mason now 7th from Joker, Swanton and Boa Cobras, rounding off the top 10. After pit stops, Ronnie has got rid of that 5-second penalty he had, and AM has picked one up. That will also be served in a later pit stop. So while he's at the back, he's as well pitting again at the end of this lap to get rid of that penalty. Just stick the phone back onto the charger while we follow the safety car around. But yeah, it's often said races cannot be won into turn 1. Craggy did get the move for the lead, but races cannot be won into turn 1, but they certainly can be lost into turn 1, and Brad Mason out of the race in the first corner, as we saw with Lewis Hamilton in Qatar this week. Gonna have another lap behind the safety car as the last couple just tack on to the back of the field. See if anyone pits this side, maybe didn't last time, or maybe if AM does again, get rid of that penalty. I certainly would, and he is. So AM taking my advice on that one. If he's listening, he's going to get rid of the 5-second penalty. So don't forget, folks, we are here every Monday and a lot of Thursdays, unless there are Europa League matches going on. Every Monday, 8 PM, DRS Championship, and Thursdays, DRS eXtreme Championship. We're here on Blobby_Butler here on Twitch, and also Dynamic Racing League UK, no spaces. And even the Thursdays that I'm not here, someone else will take the commentary box for those Thursday night streams. 8 PM the race qualifying starts, and then usually from 10 PM on a Monday we have Blobby and Baker's Monday nights, where you see my attempts to drive the cars, and Thursday night's prospects season currently finished, so we'll be back with that in a couple of weeks, a few weeks time. Safety car is in this lap, so I'll stop with the promotion waffle and get back to the commentary, and Craggy will back them up. Not too much, as Jack Mason found out the other day. And he's going nice and slowly, but isn't suddenly braking or stopping on track as Jack fell foul of the stewards for the other night. You would see them now if I hide the... Oh, there we go. I'll have to put that back in a minute, but there you go. And away goes Craggy. So we are back racing, and Craggy leads down the straight to Jaden. Easy Life has joined. He's not in the race today, but he'll just be spectating. It's Jaden from Leon and Kevin and Jens. Some passes here. Bar Cobras and Senna scrapping away. Bunny's Vengeance up to 13th. UJ up to 14th, go past Ninjas. And Syme making a move. Jens lost a couple of places there. Syme and Jack Mason past Jens. Syme now up to 5th. That was one of Stacey's picks. Jack Mason going slowly, might have got an illegal overtake there, as he had to let Jens back through. Dangerous Dave and AM scrapping at the back. Jaden getting close now to the leader, and Leon also getting close to the back of these two. As you can see, Bunny's Vengeance passes his teammate TMK. Look at these three. Baker cheering on the Alpines as always. Syme has made a great start in the Alpine. Here we go. Here we go. Dive to the inside. A very late dive to the inside. Jens pits. He must have got some damage somewhere. Jaden's taken the lead, but Craggy's going to fight it all the way. And Craggy retakes the lead from... And Jens is off! And, sorry, Jaden's off! And into the wall goes Jaden! And out of the race! And that's going to be another safety car. Jaden is out of the race. Just a little slip on an inside curb. And it is unforgiving at Jeddah. Jaden out of the race for Red Bull. And that was turning into quite a nice battle between Craggy and Jaden, with Leon looking on for mistakes. There was a mistake, and Jaden is out of the race. Syme is up to 4th. Stacey, that was one of your picks, and of course it is an Alpine, so I used to like Alpine until it became Baker's team. I liked it better with the pink livery, of course. But yeah, now I just associate it with losing to Baker every week. Only kidding, all good rivalry, all good fun. All good fun, I'll get ya. Craggy into the pit lane, Leon into the pit lane, Kevin goes through into the lead. Simon is now up to second. Jack Mason pits also. Joker goes through and up into third. Swanton into fourth. Look at the Alpines now, second and fourth. Bunny's Vengeance is up to fifth. Bar Cobra's now sixth. Senna in seventh. UJ and 8 Smug in ninth. And Craggy's going to rejoin way down the field. Ronnie in 10th. AM goes through into 11th. And Craggy's going to rejoin in 12th place. Leon in 13th, then it's Ninja's 14th. Jack Mason just comes out the pits now in 15th. TMK's still in the pits, just leaving, as is Jens. In fact, Jens is stopping now. And Dangerous Dave will pass Jens, but not TMK. So yeah, we have a major reshuffle of the order. The front 7, front 8 deciding that pitting now was not the idea. But the front 10, 11. Simon, Smug and Bunny for Stakes. Simon, Swanson and Craggy for Baker. Alpine 2 and 4 now. That does sound like a Monday night Baker and Mick effort, if ever I've heard one. So we've lost Jaden and Brad Mason from this race, both crashes causing a safety car in sector 1, and this time Kevin will leave them round behind the safety car. Gonna have another safety car lap here. That'll be lap 7, so I assume we will get going again on lap 8 of 25. Up to 62 comments now, keep them going. And let's see, we're up to 21 viewers in total. It definitely looks like an Alpine and Red Bull battle for the championship in our league, as Mercedes are third but currently have no drivers. So maybe a vacancy for somebody to come in, or even a pair, a couple of friends or something like that, to come in and have a good chance. Brake tester complaining that his teammate's never in. Cam complaining that his teammate might not exist, but I assure you he does. Stacey having no faith in me whatsoever there. Very good. I can assure you that Cam's teammate does exist. Bunny getting scornful. The Monday Night Champions vote for the win. He's currently in 5th place in the Mercedes. Yes, I can assure you that Cam's teammate Nick does exist. He's just a very busy man. Cam's teammate is Nick. He's not been in yet as he didn't have the game. He's now definitely got the game. And I'm trying to get him in tonight into socials. But he is travelling early tomorrow, so he might not be able to get on, he said. But hopefully he'll be in Monday. 69 comments in the chat. Woohoo! In comes the safety car then. Kevin will lead them round from behind the timing board. Here he is. And he's gone quite early. And Simon might have a run on him here. But he's got to wait until everybody's over the line, so he can't do it into turn 1. Simon definitely had a better run there than Kevin. Ninjas has lost a couple of places on the restart. Smug passes UJ. I'm always here to answer questions. And out of the race is Senna. And we've lost 3 of them. We've lost 3 of them. Ronnie, AM and Senna are all out of the race. I didn't see it as I was with the leaders. But 3 of them have gone. It's a red flag. It's the first time ever on a blobby stream that we've got a red flag. Unbelievable. It's a red flag. Now we will be back on the grid once everybody's got their free pit stop in, of course, because now tyres may be changed. And we will re-go on the grid from the order that we had. I'm not sure if there'll be another formation lap or not. But this is news for me. It's obviously new to the game this year. If you were unaware, the red flags were introduced to this year's game. And for the first time on a blobby stream, we have a red flag. So 3 of them out of the race there. Ronnie was one of them. Senna, Ronnie and somebody else was out. And a red flag was thrown.
That dentist clean feeling fades the next day because my toothbrush leaves 50% of plaque behind. So I switched to the Oral-B IO electric toothbrush.
Its dentist-inspired round brush head cleans for 100% more plaque removal.
Now I get that dentist clean feeling every single day.
Oral-B. Brush like a pro.
So like relax, I'm spilling these rats long as you feel them to the day that I drop. You'll never say that I'm not. So this is like a full-blown attack. I'm launching at him. The track is on some battle and raps and want some static. Cause I don't really think that the fact that I'm slim matters. I'm black and platinum status is whack. I'm not the
PlayStation.
An experience where I felt that my disability was seen as a negative or a weakness. I applied for university to do physiotherapy, and I was told when I was being assessed that they'd never had anyone like me, so they didn't think I'd be able to do the course. People saw that disability as a weakness and not a strength, and I see this disability as a strength, a tool, something that can give back. Ask me if I'm confident and I'm comfortable. Don't assume that I'm not.
And Simon has gapped Bunny by a second while all this battling's going on. Bunny's going to have to get after him now, but he is on medium tyres. We're on lap 11 of 25. We've had 2 safety cars and a red flag. Craggy going past Swanton. And up into 5th place. Boa Cobra's losing a couple of places. Sienz and TMK further back. We're going to stay with the leaders though, as UJ now passes Swanton. One Alpine has gone to the front and one's got and now a virtual safety car. We have had everything in this race. We've now got a virtual safety car, and Smug, I believe, has lost his front wing. Indeed, Smug has lost his front wing and will make his way to the pit lane. One Alpine has gone up to the lead, the other Alpine has gone down to 7th. We've got a VSC, Jens, Dangerous Dave and Smug are going into the pit lanes, and 2 of them have picked up a 5-second penalty there. And Jens is going to be held up here. No, he isn't. Sorry, I thought Ninjas was in the pits as well. That's my mistake. Ninjas went through. Thought there was a double stack situation, but I was mistaken. There were some penalties picked up there. I'll bring you through those in a second. In fact, while we're under and we're back racing, so we won't do that. We'll go back to the leaders because Buddy's Vengeance just goes right up now to the back of Sime. Philippa Lewis says, all the drama. Indeed, it's been action-packed and we're only now reaching half race distance. Buddy's Vengeance, DRS open. Craggy makes a move on Joker for 4th place, but they both go off there. They both went off, and that's going to invite UJ into the battle. And UJ could get both of them here. Buddy's Vengeance takes the lead. I can't keep up with all of this. Buddy's Vengeance into the lead, ahead of Sime now, with Kevin in 3rd, Craggy 4th. UJ did get Joker, but didn't get Craggy. UJ 5th, Joker 6th. Swanton in 7th, then a big gap to TMK in 8th. Sime's going to try and go out the inside, but not make it just there. And he's got Kevin for company as well. So Buddy's Vengeance into the lead of the race. The question now is, how long will those medium tyres last as opposed to the hards? The medium runners definitely with the pace advantage, judging by where they've come from, as Craggy goes up to 3rd and UJ to 4th. Kevin's had a nightmare there, he's lost 3 places. Kevin's had a nightmare there, he's lost 3 places and he's now 6th. Not a good sector 1 for the AlphaTauri there. I'm the commentator, I'm impartial, I'm not cheering anybody on. And look at Craggy going past Sime. Craggy up to 2nd. Bit of a glitch there as somebody left the session. We've outlawed that in my league. Kevin round the outside of Joker. Swanton trying to get involved. Almost 3 wide here. Almost 3 wide. Everyone getting round. And no, everybody didn't get round because Joker outbraked himself into the wall. Joker's in the wall. And he's fortunately been able to reverse out of it, and he will pit. And we've got another virtual safety car. UJ passed Sime. Did he pass him just in time, or is he going to have to let him through? Kevin and Joker are in the pits. TMK's up to 6th. UJ did pass Sime in time. And now the Alpines are 4 and 5. Leon back up to 8th place. The penalties, that's what we were going to do last VSC. 5 seconds for Smug and Jens. That was speeding in the pit lane, and Bar Cobras has got a track limits one for 3 seconds. So if there's any more pit stops, Jens and Smug will get rid of those penalties. In fact, Jens is in the pits now doing that, as he's near enough to the rear anyway, so he might as well, because he can serve that penalty under the VSC. Let's stay with the front runners, as the VSC may come to an end at any moment. Wow, breathless, absolutely breathless this race. Lap 14 of 25, and Boa Cobras has a drive-through. Boa Cobras with a drive-through penalty. We are back racing again. DRS wide open, as you can see, for Craggy and UJ. UJ's come from nowhere to be right in this race. Simon in 4th, from Swanton in 5th. Big gap back to TMK in 6th, and Ninjas going well in 7th. Excellent stuff for Ninjas and TMK at the moment in the Pro-Am podium stakes. Swanton leads the Pro-Am for Alpine. Bunny's Vengeance leads from Craggy. As you can see, not by much, into the pits comes Cobras to serve that drive-through. He drops to the rear of the field. Craggy gaining. On the leader, Bunny's Vengeance. Gaining again with DRS. He's going to go past him here. Cobras has picked up another penalty. And into the lead goes Craggy. But Bunny's Vengeance will now have a bit of DRS to try and get him back. And does so. Back into the lead goes Bunny's Vengeance. Bunny's Vengeance from Craggy then. They have just opened up a second gap to UJ, who has cleared 2 seconds away from Sime. Field spread out as much as it's been with all these safety cars and red flags. Finally some gaps started to appear, but not with the front three. Lap 16 of 25. 5 DNFs, a bad night for Red Bull as both of their cars are gone, Jaden and AM. We also lost Brad Mason in the first corner. Senna in the McLaren, his second DNF of the week here in Jeddah. And Ronnie in the Haas. 3 for the price of 1 in that incident, which I'm actually looking forward to seeing in the stewards room after the race. I'm not a steward myself, but the stewards room is public on the Discord for those people to see, as Craggy tried to go around the outside of Bunny's Vengeance, but he might have left a gap here for UJ to come and get involved. Three of them going for the lead here, reminiscent of Ben Lane and Swanton when they crashed the other night. All 3 of them get through cleanly this time. They've cleared 3 seconds away from Cobras is collecting penalties. Like some people collect stamps. He's got another one. Leon sets the fastest lap of the race. He's currently running in 8th place and catching Ninjas. We have to stay with the front 3 though, as they are the closest together on track. The Bunny keeping them at bay at the moment. Jens sets the fastest lap of the race. He's on soft tyres. He's the only one on soft tyres. And he is running in 13th place. Craggy once again getting close. He might want to leave his move until the back straight this time, because he's taken the lead twice around this part of the circuit and then been retaken on the back straight. But he's going for it again and he retakes the lead. Leon has overtaken Ninjas and up into 7th place. Can Craggy keep it down the main straight this time? I don't think he can. Bunny's Vengeance retakes the lead once again. And Craggy's going to have to think strategically here. And maybe try and make that move himself down the back straight. the start-finish straight rather than the part just before in Sector 3. But now we might have to think about UJ, because UJ is right on his tail here through Sector 1. I'm very impressed at how few penalties there have been. But when I said that on Monday, immediately more penalties popped up. So apologies if that happens. But I'm very impressed so far that only one driver has picked up any penalties for track limits. Jack Mason's into the pits at the back of the field. He might be calling it a day, or he might be going on softs for a fastest lap attempt. Indeed, he changes to softs. Craggy again getting close. And looking for the move up the inside. Into the pits also is Bar Cobras, and picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It is really not his day. Buddy's Vengeance is going to retake the lead. Bar Cobras has had enough and has quit in the pit lane. It's not been his day. He's out of here. We're down to 14 and we're on lap 19 of 25. And once again, Craggy made the move into the last corner. Buddy's Vengeance retook him into the first corner. Do not discount UJ in this. He's a vastly experienced driver. He's always up there. And he is within sight of the front two in the Alfa Romeo. So certainly do not rule him out. These three, barring accidents, look set for the podium ahead of the Alpines, who are 4 and 5. Syme and Swanton. That'll be a win in the Pro-Am for Swanton, ahead of TMK and Kevin. Leon now up to 7th. I missed him passing Kevin, and he is catching now TMK for 6th place. Joker also catching Dangerous Dave for the final point. But we've got to remain with these leaders. This time, Craggy pits. Craggy's into the pits. And I didn't expect that. Maybe he had damage. We'll just see if he had some damage there. No, he didn't. He's just going for softs. It's a big gamble from Craggy. With just 6 laps to go. Buddy's Vengeance then leads UJ in second. Syme now goes up to 3rd. Swanton to 4th. TMK in 5th from Leon in 6th, who's catching him. Craggy has come back out in 7th place. Dangerous Dave and Joker side by side. And Dangerous Dave keeps that one. They're both catching ninjas here. And we are going to have a look at this battle as they are close together on track. Jens passes Smug for 12th place. Ninjas now has some defending to do. Craggy already closing in on Leon. We will keep an eye on Craggy because he's on soft tyres and he will be rapid. But he's got some gaps to catch in the last couple of laps. Jack Mason sets the fastest lap, as I assumed he might try to do. And off there is Joker cutting across. Craggy passes Leon. Dangerous Dave and Joker both passed Ninjas there, but Joker had to go off to do so. I might have to give that back and do it again. Leon's going to fight Craggy all the way here, and Leon retakes 6th place, which he's fully entitled to do, even though Craggy is on much quicker rubber. This is a fight for position, so why not? There they both come up behind TMK, who's almost going to get in the way. 3 wide, and both pass TMK, and Craggy gets ahead of Leon. That was almost another 3 wide accident there. Now Craggy's got 10 seconds. to catch Swanton. That was very close indeed to a big incident. The gaps will now form as Craggy is clearly the quickest of the three. Liam will try his best to cling on to the back of him, and TMK's already been dropped. He's on those old hard tyres, and he will be happy with where he is in second of the Pro-Am. With Kevin 5 seconds back, he'll just hope to be able to defend that position. Bunny has now gapped UJ by 2 seconds. So we're going to go and see Dangerous Dave chasing Joker. The closest battle on track at the moment. Keep your eyes on the numbers for Craggy, as he had a 10-second gap to Swanton. It's now down to 8.5. He's going to need to take 2 seconds plus a lap here. 2.5 even. If he's going to get to Swanton and pass him. I do think that pit stop may have been a mistake, as he was almost guaranteed a podium without any accidents. Here comes Dangerous Dave with some DRS on Joker, but he's too far back for a move this time. Ninjas looks on in the background. He's now dropped to 11th place. But of course that will still be good points in the Pro-Ams. Sloth says, what mayhem? I'm absolutely agreeing with that. Baker says Craggy's going to do it. He might get Swanton, but I don't think he's going to get his podium back. He might split the Alpines, but I think that's going to be all he can manage. And Swanton is a tough cookie to pass. Dangerous Dave finding Joker a tough cookie at the moment. Trying to look for a move for 9th place. Everyone has finally settled down and gapped a little bit other than these two. Jens is catching Ninjas at a rate of knots. And I'm sure Ninjas won't put much fight up against his teammate. Oh, close again! Close again, these two. Dangerous Dave leading up to his name, but gets the pass. Gets the pass on Joker, but is Joker going to be able to fight it back down the straight here? It doesn't look like he is. 3 laps to go. Bunny's Vengeance looks to be home and dry. Don't want to, of course, give any kind of commentator's curse. Fuel shouldn't be a problem for any of these, as we've had the red flag and the safety cars. Jens does pass Ninjas. The Williams is swapping places, 11th and 12th at the moment. And Leon's out of the race! Out of the race is Leon! And I was not expecting that. He's in the middle of the road. Leon's in the middle of the road. Let's hope everybody can avoid him. Leon is out of the race. In normal circumstances, that would have been a safety car. His car is now gone, thankfully. But because we're so close to the end, there's not a safety car. Under normal circumstances, a car crashed in the middle of the road definitely would have been. But Leon becomes our 7th casualty. And here comes Jack Mason making a move on Smug, and possibly a bit of contact between the two. And Jack had a little bit of a brush with the wall. Smug didn't want to let him through, of course. And Jack up to 12th place. Not been a great night for Smug, but at least he's still going, unlike 7 of them. Both of the Hasses, both of the Red Bulls, and Burr Cobras, Senna and Brad Mason all out of the race. Bunny's Vengeance then, a lap and a half or so to go for him to take the checkered flag. Craggy, 2.3, 2.2 now behind Swanton. He's still got a lap and a half. He's going to catch him, but is he going to pass him? Syme a further 5 seconds. A further 2.5 seconds, sorry, up the road. Can Craggy get this podium? I think Swanton in rear gunner mode will definitely do enough to protect Syme. Whether he can stay in front himself, I'm not sure. Jack Mason picks up a penalty there. Nobody in the top 11 with penalties. Impressive from all. We'll keep an eye on Craggy because it's 2 seconds, the gap. Has he done too much pushing on these soft tyres and burned them out? Can he find enough pace to close this gap and pass them? Scornful, revelling in the fact that his prediction was correct. Bunny's Vengeance, he says a great try, super clean. Indeed it was, and the battling with Craggy and UJ was excellent as well. Bunny's Vengeance is going to come home for the win, but how is Craggy going to make up a place? I don't think he's going to make up 2 places, but can he make 1? He's still a second back. He needs the DRS help. He could be going for a drag race to the line at this rate. Kevin picks up a time penalty and that's going to cost him 2 places. That's going to cost Kevin a couple of places here. His teammate Dangerous Dave and Joker. And Bunny's Vengeance wins in Jeddah. UJ in second. Syme is going to take the checkered flag in third. Swanton does get home ahead of Craggy. TMK, what a drive from him for 6th place. Joker's trying to take Dangerous Dave in the last corner. And a bit of contact. They're going to have a drag race to the line here. TMK comes 6th. Kevin's going to drop 2 places here. And Joker just finishes ahead of Dangerous Dave. And Kevin in 9th. Jens will come home in 10th for the last point. Ninjas will finish in 11th place ahead of Jack Mason and Smug. And in fact Jack decides to go for a little spin on the last lap and do a donut. I believe he might have been messing around there. Dangerous Dave, in fact, has got a DNF. I don't know how that's happened. He did finish in 9th place, but now apparently he's got a DNF. I saw him finish.
The biggest change being the engines, which were changed from 2.
Apparently he crashed after the finish. How very odd. Now I'm looking at a pit garage. Oh, isn't this game fun? TMK, the driver of the day for Mercedes. A great day for Mercedes. 1st and 6th. Bunny's Vengeance, your winner in Jeddah. What a race. This is the kind of action you can expect in DRS Extreme. Thursdays from 8 PM live on Dynamic Racing League UK. And when I'm here, Blobby_Butler as well. I've been Blobby Butler. This has been F1 23 DRS Extreme. And I will run through the finishing order for you now. Bunny's Vengeance, your winner for Mercedes from UJ in 2nd for Alfa Romeo. 3rd and 4th for Alpine, Syme in 3rd, and Swanton wins the Pro-Am race. Craggy was 5th for Ferrari ahead of TMK, who was 6th and 2nd of the Pro-Ams. Joker in 7th ahead of Kevin in 8th, who gets 3rd place in the Pro-Ams. Dangerous Dave, in fact, was 8th. Kevin was 9th. Jens finished in 10th with 5 pit stops. Ninjas was 11th, managing just 1 pit stop. Jack Mason was 12th and set the fastest lap of the race. Smug was 13th, and your DNFs were Leon, Bar Cobras, Ronnie, AM, Senna, Jaden and Brad Mason. Ignore the DNF for Dangerous Dave. He did finish. I saw him finish. He finished in 8th place, ahead of Kevin due to penalty. That is it. I will be going on Baker's stream shortly. Racing. 89 comments in the chat. Thank you very much for those. Thank you very much for everyone watching. This has been DRS Extreme. I've been Blobby Butler. Until Monday, I will see you then. Join us for some more racing. Kick.com/BakerPlays with a Z from 10 p.m. or maybe a bit earlier. Probably 10 p.m. as it's 22 now. So, yes, join us over on Kick. But from me, that is it. Good night. Bye.